If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture in complex number where we are building concepts for intermediate and JEE advanced level. So today we will see what do we mean by Euler's formula in complex number, and then we will go in deeper geometrical representation of complex number. Different cases are there. We will discuss case A and case B for this lecture. Okay, then let's see this. The topic is Euler's formula. So Euler's formula, what? Here we can write a complex number in the exponential form. So it relates your complex number, Cartesian coordinate, polar coordinate into its exponential form. So a relation between all these functions. So z is equal to, if I write it in r cos theta I sin theta format, 6 theta format, that in Euler's theorem can be written as r e to the power I theta. E to the power I theta is nothing but your 6. That means e to the power I theta. This is actually the Euler's theorem. E to the power I theta is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta, or in short form it is written as 6 theta. So that is r e to the power I theta. So it is very useful whenever you find something absurd is coming above a complex number. So we will see one example. Suppose 1, a complex number z is equal to 1. How you will represent in Euler's method? Its modulus is 1, r is nothing but the modulus length is 1. And what is the angle of 1? If you draw in argon plane, 1 is here. So what is the angle of 1? It is 0 degree. So 1 I 0 e to the power I 0. So minus 1, it is here. So what is the angle? It is minus pi. Radius is again, the length is again 1. So r1 e to the power I pi. What is I? I is here. So what is the angle here? Pi by 2. So I we can write e to the power I pi by 2. Similarly minus I, you can write e to the power minus I pi by 2. And all these formulas holds true. That was in exponential formula, exponent, laws of indices. If you take product, base are equal, then power will be added, divide, power will be subtracted, power to the power will be multiplied with the power. So one beautiful example is that, suppose this type of absurd thing comes, I to the power I, how to solve this type of questions. So this becomes very handy with using Euler's formula, because this is I. So I you can write e to the power I pi by 2, just the way I have written here, I to the power I pi by 2, and then to the power this I. So I have changed the base I to this. Now power to the power you can multiply it. So I to the I square. So I square is minus 1 e to the power minus pi by 2. Suppose e to the power half, then also I to the power half, then also it is very useful. E to the power I pi by 2 to the power half. So it will be e to the power I pi by 4. You can apply it now. Cos pi by 4, 6 theta plus I sin pi by 4. So this is the answer of square root of I. So you can easily find the square root of a complex number also using this method. So this is becomes very handy. So one such examples I have shown you. Either I to the power, something absurd pops up above the complex number, something comes in the power of the complex number, then this becomes very handy. Now we will extend our geometrical representation of the complex numbers in more details for in advanced level or intermediate level. So let's start with again that summation and subtraction. Let us understand it more clearly now. Suppose this is z1, this is z2. So I told you this will represents me. Again vector sign I am using because this is quite resemblance with your vector also. If you have not studied vector, this is very simple. Vector means this is a vector. This magnitude and the direction is up to z1, and this point is z1. This point is z2. So from origin if you connect, so it gives a vector. In vector we say it is the position vector of the z2 with respect to origin. This is the position vector of the z1 with respect to origin. So this r, this is the position vector of the r with respect to this origin, which represents OR represents your z1 plus z2. This length becomes your z1 plus z2. And what is this argument? Now you can see this is the argument of z1 plus z2. This is your argument z1. This is the line z1 z2 plus z2. So this is the argument of z1 plus z2. This is not theta 1 theta 2. This is actually argument of z1 plus z2. And this is not theta 1 minus theta 2. This is argument of z1 plus z2. This is not exactly theta 1 plus theta 2. If you take product, then it is added. So you kindly do this modification. This is argument of z1 minus z2. This one. This is argument of z1 minus z2. Kindly do this modification in your notes also. So this one. So again you see, you have seen this vector represents z1. This also represents z1 minus z2. This also represents, this is the magnitude, so the magnitude remains same. But if you look at the direction, this is from O to R dash. So same direction, if you want to represent this line as this same as vector, because vector you can move. Vector you need direction and magnitude, that's it. So magnitude is remaining same, so you give the direction. Direction is from here to here. So this vector, QP vector will represent your z1 minus z2 if you want to represent. So because this angle, you can see this angle and this angle also same, so the argument of this one is also z argument of z1 minus z2, same argument, and the magnitude remains same. So I can say this vector represents z1 minus z2. So magnitude represents obviously same, and the argument of z1, because for argument you need direction. If you give this direction, then argument will be this one, that is not equal to the argument of z1 minus z2. So the direction should be fixed. So that's why it is OR dash, which is the same as, you can write it QP direction. So direction is must. So now suppose let me draw it one more time. Suppose so this is z1, this is z2. So if I want to mark z1 minus z2 from this plane, what will be my z1 minus z2? It will be towards z1. This is something like vector. If you see vector AB, A to B, it is B minus A. Suppose any vector, suppose velocity vector or whatever vector, position vector of anything, whatever vector in physics you have seen, AB vector is BB minus BA, just like vector. So it is a vector of Z2 Z1. It is because going from Z2 towards Z1. So it is Z1 minus Z2, something of this format. So it is a quite resemblance with your vector. So this becomes easy. So you can mark at any time Z1 minus Z2. But for getting Z1 plus Z2, you need the origin. Where is your origin? Because you need to draw the rectangle parallelogram. Then this is your Z1 plus Z2. So summation is directly you cannot write without knowing where is your origin, but subtraction you can easily do. Suppose this is 2 points, so z1 z2, so z1 minus z2 is easy. This line is z1 minus z2. So you have to be careful about clear with this one, because we will be using this one. Okay, so once it is clear, now this is, so I have marked it different cases. So it was case A. So suppose this is a case, suppose one example I have given. What does this represent? Mod z minus 5 is equal to 3. So here you will understand the mod very clearly more. So what is mod? So suppose z is my x plus iy. So if I take my x plus iy, so x plus iy minus 5. So it is real will be minus, so x minus 5 plus iy. This one you can understand, you put x plus iy minus 5. So real will be subtracted and imaginary is left alone. So what is the mod? Is under root this square plus this square, which is 3. And what is the meaning of this one? If you take coordinate geometry, suppose 5 is 5 comma 0, if I take this point, what is the meaning of this one? Suppose this is my z, which was x comma y, that is x plus iy. So the distance between these 2 points is x minus 5 whole square in coordinate geometry and y minus 0 whole square under root. So that distance is given as 3. So you have a point that, so where your z can lie. So z can lie in such a way so that the distance from this point always remains fixed. That is 3, which means it is nothing but a circle. So it will represent a circle. Distance from 5 0 is fixed, which is 3, which is radius. So it represents a circle with center at 5 0 and radius at 3. So mod actually gives you the distance between that number, that z number and 5. Okay, we'll understand it little bit later. So now let's see this one. Suppose z minus z1 is equal to k now. In general, now we can say, so it will represent a circle which center at z1, this will be the center, and k will be the radius, because these will represent the distance between z minus z1 will represent mod of that one, will represent the distance from z1 to the point z. Suppose we have one example I have shown you, z minus 2 plus 3i, so you can write it z minus 2 minus, because this should be minus z1, so it is 2 minus 3i. So that means the distance of the z from the point 2 comma minus 3 is always fixed 5. So 2 comma minus 3, the distance is always 5. So it is representing a circle which center is 2 comma minus 3, radius is 5. Now you see in your real numbers also, if I say mod x minus 2 is equal to 3, that also represents distance. Now you see, because in your number line, suppose this was 1 2 3 4 5 6 minus 1 minus 2. So this is the point. Suppose see 2 is the point. So the distance from the point 2 is always fixed 3. So because it was a single dimension, you cannot move here and there, because number line was in only one direction, x direction. So you can move either this way or this way. So you can move either this way, because they are saying that you should be at a distance of 3 unit from 2. So you can move at this point 3 unit, 1 2 3. Either you can come here or you can come here. So your x was either plus 5 or minus 1. How you have solved it? X minus 2 is equal to plus minus 3, you have solved it. So x is equal to either 5 or minus 1. In algebraically you solve it like this. So graphically you see this is the meaning. So the same mod meanings remain same, but here you can move only in one direction. That's why it was something like that. We have also broken it into two parts. X is greater than 2, then x minus 2 is equal to, no need of putting mod, because then we will go for only plus sign. That was possible because you are moving in only one direction. Now here, because now if I say from 2, 0 you can move in, distance is 3, but you can move anywhere. So then you can move in this, because if it is becomes z, then you can move any direction, because then y axis also comes, it becomes 2D. So you can move in any direction, then it becomes circle.
If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.